I don't get it.
Podcast. Good evening, everyone. This is Lauren.
And this is Naz. And it is just Lauren and I
Just
today.
the two of us.
Just the two of us. Wow, what a journey to get here, Lauren. So, do you want to tell them what we had planned for today?
So today we had Manny MUA planned to come on the podcast. I watched 100 of his videos.
He's a YouTuber.
I feel like a lot of you guys know him. He's been part of some YouTube drama. He has 4.2 million followers on YouTube and on Instagram.
He's in the beauty community.
Yes.
So MUA, I think, stands for Makeup Artist.
Yes.
Right?
So he's a makeup artist. He had to cancel last minute. So it's just Naz and I right now with a whole bunch of makeup knowledge in my noggin now because I was watching videos all night, sleeping through them.
What did you discover through your research, Lauren?
What I discovered was he had a new boyfriend in June, and I wanted to know if he was still dating him. And they were talking about masculinity and what defines it and all. And the difference between Manny and a lot of other gay YouTuber makeup gurus is that he keeps his beard when he does makeup. So he has a full beard basically, which is basically makes him very he's blending his masculine and feminine energies into one. So he is literally,
I love that.
Yes, he's blurred the lines, and he's a man that wears makeup and he has a beard, but doesn't mean he is a woman, a man, whatever. So he's binary, like fluid.
Yeah.
So
gender fluidity.
I thought that was very cool.
That is dope. So the reason why he's not on today, I think, is because he had another engagement that came up. So we definitely still want to have him on the podcast. But damn, Lauren, I'm so sad that we don't. All righty.
Yeah.
Well,
So I was, since Manny couldn't come on, I called my mom earlier. I was like, Mom, I don't know. We have a podcast scheduled. We don't have a topic. And Mom was like, oh, I'll get back to you. I'll come up with topics.
She did.
Like, okay, fine. She calls me like 15 minutes later. She goes, I talked to Dad. We're thinking current events. I'm like, gee, Mom. What a fantastic idea.
Riveting.
Current events. Like, first and foremost, we talk about current events. Like, we talk about current events. She's like, about like the Lori Loughlin, like paying off colleges and stuff. I'm like, that's a little boring, Mom. So, and then I was like, that's boring. We could discuss it if either of us had passion about it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And then the second one, she was like, and talk about vaping and how bad it is.
Well, you know what's so funny? They're trying to outlaw vaping, right? Or a certain type of vaping. I don't want to speak on this because I don't know all the intricacies of what's going into this, but apparently, allegedly, they're discovering that there's stuff in vaping that is going to severely harm young people.
No,
I love when they say young people.
All the young people out there.
That's interesting.
So apparently there is, oh my God, remember that YouTube video?
Yes. Oh my God, that kid.
Apparently he says, I am that child. So apparently there is some kind of like bodega or store or something that all these kids bought their jewels or vaping jewels from, and everyone who bought it from that specific store or something
is going through a health
died.
No, Lauren.
They're like coughing up blood or something. No. So let's just stay away from all vaping. Almost stick to cigarettes, honestly, because people,
don't die that way. Die this way.
Don't die. Yeah, it'll be longer.
You're so funny. It'll be a slow burn. It's so funny. I don't feel like people should smoke either or like a cigarette, but I do love it when I'm drunk. You know, there are a few things in life that I have around twice a year when there's a nice occasion. And that's cake and cigarettes. We all know I don't really like cake and eggnog. Yeah, which is once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look at us just talking current events.
See? Okay, Mom. I was going to talk some mad shit because I was so annoying. I was like, Mom, that's not good enough.
What's funny, guys, is that Lauren texted me because she was like, all right, well, Manny backed out. Should we just get high tonight on the podcast? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I only have CBD at my house. Can you get weed? And Lauren's like, yes, I'm going to get weed and snacks. And then I was like so down and excited because I've had a crazy week.
Yes.
And this is like the end of it. And then, I don't know, I just heard people talking at work and I just got my new show. I have a new show called Couch Tomatoes on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was just like,
is this the time to risk it?
Is this the time for me to get high on a podcast? Probably not. It's probably not. There's probably no time for me to do that.
I guess, so this was my argument in response to Naz's, question.
Not that I'm against weed. I love CBD.
Yeah.
I use
so
it to
what
fall
is the
asleep.
difference if someone's going to get irritated or doesn't like the fact that you smoke or use marijuana? What is the difference between the CBD extract and the THC? Is it really going to bother someone if you're getting high from the same thing?
Here's the thing. In retrospect, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think just lately, if I'm on the cusp of something, if I have a weird feeling about something, then I don't want to risk it. I'm like, well, if I'm already having thoughts, and it's probably something I shouldn't do.
You're playing life very safe.
I'm trying to do that right now.
Right now, I guess you can right now.
You know what? But I really did want to get high. We should get high after this and watch American Horror Story.
Oh my God. I started watching that the first 10 minutes.
You watched the first 10 minutes?
First 10 minutes, I was too tired. I was like, I'm not going to enjoy this. So I turned it off. So don't worry.
Okay, good.
It's only the very, very beginning.
Okay.
But back to marijuana.
Yeah.
And
by the way, guys, I do want to do, Lauren, if you're into this, a podcast about CBD and bring a bunch of people on. Because I think that's a good, I don't get it. Because I think a lot of people don't understand what it is, how there's no THC in it, how it affects you, why people use it. And I would love to deep dive into that.
I was braiding someone's hair today and I was talking about is it really that big of a deal? Because people drive drunk, they get wasted, they do terrible things, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to judge someone because this isn't legal in all states. That's so crazy to me. And then I started thinking, wait, we should do a podcast because we normalize porn stars, strippers, sugar babies. We normalize all
miscarriages.
This miscarriages.
We just want to talk about stuff that people are scared to talk about.
Right. So maybe if we brought it on and we smoked with some experts, then we could normalize it and then we could feel better about it.
I'm 1,000% down. I actually was high on the Jonathan Van Ness podcast.
There you go.
And had all that anxiety.
1 second.
Hey guys, it's just Naz here now. Lauren made me pause because she's in the bathroom taking a dump. And I just wanted to let you guys know, and she'll probably have no idea that I'm telling you this because she's in the bathroom and she probably won't listen to this back. But anyways, we will resume very soon. Okay, we're back.
But recently, this week, I've been so fuck it, and I've been having Jack blow weed in my face. So
really?
I'm just get me a little bit high, but I don't want to actually
secondhand high?
Secondhand high because I don't want to cough because it scares me. Because I feel like I'll throw up. So I just been a little I'm so stressed. I want my mind to turn the fuck off. And so I'll have them blow it in my face.
Lauren, you would love CBD. You should try
it, dude.
But do you have how do you take it? Through gummies or through
pills?
Pills.
Oh,
you take the CBD pills.
Yes.
Does it help with anxiety?
Yes, it does help. It puts me right to sleep. I just want to walk around every day being happy, but that can't always happen.
Lauren, you know what I've been eating for dessert lately?
Ooh, what?
Perfect Bars.
Perfect Bars.
It's so crazy because they're basically a line of fresh from the fridge protein bars that are made with freshly ground nut butter, up to 17 grams of whole food protein and 20 superfoods. But it has this cookie dough texture that is so nutritious and delicious that I've been eating them for dessert lately.
So good.
And their flavors are dark chocolate peanut butter, almond butter, coconut peanut butter, and you don't have to sacrifice taste for health.
So you can just have a dessert and feel kind of guilt-free.
Exactly.
And all the Perfect Snacks products are the first kind and kept refrigerated for optimal texture and taste. And they stay fresh for up to 1 week out of the fridge. Perfect to take on the go and wherever you need a snack and to help avoid those meltdowns.
Exactly. And I love them because you guys know I have a lot of stomach issues and they're non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, soy-free, kosher, low GI, and they're made in the U.S. I really just love Perfect Bar, and it's such an easy grab-and-the-go snack.
Right now, Perfect Bar is offering you 15% off your online order. Just go to perf.bar/getit, G-E-T-I-T. Again, that's perf.bar/getit and shop the refrigerated snacks at perf.bar/getit today to get 15% off.
Yes, make your day a little more perfect at perf.bar/getit. You know what's interesting is that I wanted to tell you guys about my trip to Esalen, like a really short version, because I've been working with Dr. Mike, actually. I'll just tell you right now. Long story short, I went up to Esalen. It's this retreat up in Northern California in Big Sur. There's no cell phone service. I did a writing workshop. I think I told you guys about this a little bit in our last podcast, but basically this writing workshop was awesome. It's all introspective, and this guy gave us writing prompts, and basically he feels like through writing and journaling, that's how you figure out your real truth. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I was so excited to go up to Esalen is because I had recently fulfilled my dream of being on E, which I think you guys all know. It was always my dream, and one of the hosts was out, and they asked me to fill in, and it was like such a big deal, right? And after I was done, instead of celebrating or doing a somersault or like popping champagne like most people would do, I called one of my best friends and started crying because I told her I didn't feel like I was good enough on it. And there was this recurring theme in my life where I feel like I'm almost getting so much of a perfectionist that I'm ruining everything. And like you were saying, I just want to walk around and be happy and be excited and proud of myself. So I go up to Esalen, and long story short, through all these writing prompts where, an example of a question this man would give us, he'd be like, write for 15 minutes about all the masks and roles that you play in your life. And like when you're writing or typing it out, sometimes you come to a moment where you don't want to write something down, and then that's when you're discovering stuff, right? You're like, oh shit, why don't I want to admit this?
Like that's kind of embarrassing or something.
Why don't I want to write this down even to myself? So
then you kind of think, who am I even?
So it's so mind-boggling, right? And then there's so many theories I could go on and on. This is a whole other podcast, but there's the I, like. There's a difference between you and I, like the person that you're writing down. When you're writing, I'm not explaining this right.
I'm listening.
When you're writing, it's like your subconscious. Yeah. And the person that you are, Lauren, when you're interacting with me in the world, sometimes is a different version. Yes. Right?
Yeah.
That's so insane.
It's kind of like your inner monologue is thinking the true thing, and then what comes out of your mouth is kind of different than what your inner monologue is saying.
Exactly. So not to go on like a fucking massive diatribe, but I learned at Esalen that my self-image of myself is that I'm broken and flawed. And that's clearly an illusion, right? Like I'm not a broken and flawed person.
You're not. Yes.
But that's how I see myself. And that was a really scary thing for me to admit and realize and even say out loud right now. So in summation, I basically find out that I don't love myself up at Esalen.
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
I feel like anyone who goes to Esalen, you probably doesn't. Like they're probably searching for something to better themselves.
There's different things. Yeah, because the whole Esalen was started in the 60s and 70s. If you guys watch Mad Men, the finale, Don Draper like goes to this place in the finale. But anyways, it was meant to bring holistic approaches like to the United States. So like yoga and a lot of cool stuff came to the States through Esalen. Long story short, a lot of people go, for various reasons. And so I find this out and I get really sad. And it's so funny, Lauren, because I never thought of the words self-love. Like, how we hear it all the time, but I didn't really understand what it meant. And now I see it everywhere. Now I see it in John Mayer's captions. Lizzo did an interview for a magazine, and I saw in her caption, she was like, I was taught growing up to not love myself because of what I look like and who I am. And then one day I was like, fuck it, I'm going to love myself. So all of a sudden I'm like crying on my way home, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't love myself. This whole time I've shared with the world and the podcast that like, I want a boyfriend and it's all I want. And really I just need to like take time to think of myself. So I've been working with Dr. Mike once a week to really just work on not being so hard on myself, because it's honestly the worst. And what triggered me to bring up this story in the first place is because you said you want to walk around and just be happy. So I was talking to Dr. Mike, and maybe I'll come on and do a podcast with Dr. Mike about like what we discover when it's like over. Because I feel like a lot of people don't love themselves.
I think people say self-love and then that equals self-care, which is basically like just go and get your nails done.
Exactly. And it's not the same thing. And I think a lot of the issues people have in life come actually from not loving yourself, but it's kind of hard to realize that if you don't do the work and figure out that that's really what the root of the issue is. Why I don't think I'm good enough, stuff like that. It's like, this is because at some point in my life growing up, Lauren, I told myself this narrative, and like I was telling you earlier, sometimes we forget that we're the storyteller and not the story, right? And so we tell ourselves stories every day, all the time. I'm not good enough. This person's not going to like me back. Why would I ever get married? My friend's getting married. You know what I mean? So I don't know why it's taking me so long to say this.
No, I'm enjoying every moment.
Okay. I feel like I'm like trying to get through it because I feel like you've heard some of this already.
No, you're saying new things and I'm like reflecting on them.
Okay. So Dr. Mike told me So I told him the same thing when I was sitting with him last week. I said, Dr. Mike, when I do something like really awesome and like everyone on Instagram and people are telling me how incredible it is, I want to feel what they're feeling and I want to see myself the way other people see myself. Because it's not that I'm not proud of myself, guys. It's more that like when I left I interviewed Joaquin Phoenix today, and when I do something like that, I leave and I start thinking of everything that I could have done better.
Yeah.
When I think there are a lot of people out there that would be like, whoa, I just interviewed Joaquin Phoenix today. That was really awesome.
Right.
And it's just getting to a point where I can't do that all the time. And so Dr. Mike says to me, Naz, I don't really like the word happy. I feel like happiness is this ideal that sometimes feels like it's unachievable. I like the word content. And immediately I like took a deep breath.
The pressure down.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Just him saying this like easy thing. It made me, I like took a deep breath and it brought the pressure down. You're exactly right. Like I was like, oh, I can be content with the way my life is right now.
Were you content with Joaquin?
100%. Yeah. Like life is good. Of course you can
Yes.
do better. So we're working on this whole thing called progress over perfection.
It's kind of like hard for you because you are just a hard worker in general. So it's like you don't want to lose your hardworkingness, but also lose your absolute perfectionism to achieve content.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
almost like I put the dial up so high
Yeah.
that it's working against me. But you're absolutely right. That's when I felt a lot of resistance at Esalen. And I remember walking up to the guy after class one day because we have like these sessions. And I was like, I feel a lot of resistance to like write some of this stuff down. And he's like, why do you think that is? And I was like, well, I've been this way my whole life and it made me successful. So if I stop being this way, am I going to not?
That's a little OCD of you. OCD
Exactly.
thoughts, yeah.
Exactly.
So you said that you are the storyteller, not the story.
Yes.
I think in my life, I think that someone else, like a very particular person, is the storyteller for me, or I put whatever they think as my story.
As like on a pedestal over what you think of yourself.
Yes, like as long as they think what I'm doing is good, then I don't give a fuck what I'm doing.
Why is
Isn't that weird? Like I put so much.
I think a lot of people do that.
I put so much emphasis, like, oh, what does this person? What would this person think if I said this? What would this person think?
What does that person have that matters more to you over what you would think of yourself that you don't have?
Probably because they're like artistic and hardworking and wealthy and attractive, and I'm like, what are they looking for? Hold on 1 second, it's buzzing. So I guess what I think is they have literally everything on the outside. Like I don't know what's exactly going on. They have everything on the outside. So I will never be as good as them. So if they think I'm good, kind of good, then I must be fucking good. Isn't that weird?
That is interesting because
like I decorate things. Would they think that's cool? Like that's so bad.
do you think it comes out of an insecurity that you just don't think that you're cool yourself?
I think I'm cool myself.
Do you believe it though? Because see, there's a difference,
Yeah.
right? Someone says, Naz, but I'm the perfect example, right?
Yeah.
I shared at Heartbroken Anonymous and this exact thing. And someone said, thank you for sharing that. I look at your Instagram and it looks like your life's amazing.
Yeah.
And I know. And I said, I know. And I actually want to share this at the right time, which I'm doing right now on the podcast. Because I want people to know that that's not the case. And I will do it on Instagram eventually. But do you feel like, why are you putting so much emphasis on what?
I think that's just something I got to explore. I really just realized that when you said the storyteller, not the story. Because I was like, who's my storyteller? Because like I think in my head, I'm like, I'm not. I'm doing it for someone else.
Right.
That they're the storyteller.
That's
crazy. I just made a little breakthrough.
I know. That's really good. That's like what it's all about, right? Is figuring out why you feel that way.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point in your life, this isn't true for you, but for maybe at some point in your life growing up, something happened to you that you started to believe that maybe you weren't as cool as you actually are.
I think it's also because everyone tells me how cool this other person is. And I'm like, oh, I'll never get someone like that, or no one will think I'm as cool as them. Not cool, like you know what I mean, like as great, and or I'll never get someone, and everyone's like, oh well, you could have had that person who was really fucking great, and I'm like, oops, he didn't like me.
Yeah, well,
sharing a little bit.
No,
here.
I think you and I go through a lot of similar things. Right? I think it comes from thinking that maybe we're not good enough, and we don't love ourselves maybe as much as we should.
I saw a chick walking down the street literally like 10 minutes ago before we started recording, and she was wearing a really cute outfit. And then as I got closer, I realized they were figs. They were actual like scrubs. They were all black. They were like tight around her ankles. They looked like actually a very well put together outfit, and they were figs. I shit you not.
I believe you, because every time I see people in figs, I'm like, oh, I wish I was a doctor. And I'm so happy that they're one of our sponsors, because it's such a comfortable, chic way of wearing something comfortable to work.
Yeah, you guys can look like really cute. You don't have to wear like light pink or green or blue. You can wear like a cool, chic, all black outfit. Okay? Right. I'm not telling you what to wear or anything, but me personally would wear all black figs.
Wear figs. Also, I love that they have athletic tops. I personally got a black one that's so breathable. It's tight. I wear it to Pilates. So figs has way, way more than, just medical clothing.
Yeah, and they're not scratchy and they're not ill-fitting. They make your butt look good, which is shocking to do in greens. They're not ugly. They're not uncomfortable. And
I love that they give back, because every time you shop at Figs, they give scrubs to healthcare providers in need around the world through their Threads for Threads initiative.
My favorite thing that I've said many times is that they have a yoga band, like waistband. So it's not like the classic drawstring, which is very unflattering.
Right. And they have that in a bunch of styles, Lauren. They have classic straight legs to joggers and skinny styles. So you can literally style them any way you want with a million different tops.
And they have gift cards. So if you guys don't really know what colors fit, if you have someone who works in the healthcare field, get them a Figs gift card. They will wear it every single day and they'll thank you for it.
Such a genius gift. So whether you are one of the awesome humans in the world that work in healthcare, or you're someone that just wants your ass to look good, like Lauren was saying, say thanks or give thanks to these deserving folks. Figs is going to make that easy by providing you with 15% off your first purchase by using our code GETIT. So get ready to love your scrubs. Head to wearfigs.com, WEARFIGS.com, and enter our code GETIT at checkout. What type of compliments do you like hearing about yourself or about your work?
Compliments. I guess that I am compassionate. I like hearing that I'm compassionate. I like hearing that I am thin.
That's good to admit, right?
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Do you think that you are compassionate and thin?
I think I used to be more compassionate and more thin, but I've lost some compassion recently because I'm kind of focused on my own shit. And I said something today when I was braiding this guy's hair, and he's like, "Where's your compassion for children?" Because we were watching some movie. I was like, "Wow, I used to be like really all about kids, and now I'm like focusing on myself and kind of like fuck the kids for now."
Interesting. You know? But do those things live individually? Like you can't focus on yourself and
I don't know. I've just been very cynical lately. Very cynical.
And you think it just comes from trying to focus on yourself?
Maybe trying to focus on myself. Maybe no time to like have that compassionate side.
Do you know what's interesting? I don't know if this is true, but tell me what you think as your friend.
Yes.
I think in your life you've done so much for other people.
Yeah.
That maybe you feel like you kind of have to have less compassion for them and
everything.
Go the other way.
Yeah.
And just focus on you. But it doesn't mean that you can't still have that compassion for other people, right?
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. It's
I'm
when
being
you
more
think
direct. Also, it's because I'm dealing with more and more of the public and stuff, and I'm dealing with all these psychos who just apparently have lived with among us our whole lives, and I'm just getting into like having to have conversations with them every day. Like we'll have walk-ins of the salon, and I'll get to talk to these people. I'm like, I'm going to have to be shorter with these people. Maybe I'm becoming a little more you and a little more like, you can't like a little more direct with these people. Like you can't say that. You can't do this. Like rather than just like being nice, because being that nice all the time will break me.
Interesting. What do you mean by that really? Being nice? Like do you,
like
and what do you mean by being more like me? You're talking about people that like your patients. Are they called clients?
I guess I'm
like,
my clients. Like if they say like, I don't like this, but it's not like what I'm doing. It's more of like their very bizarre preferences. I can't make everyone happy.
Right. Well, that's interesting because
therapy session with Lauren and Naz.
But
that's
also, or just two friends talking.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, Lauren, because you actually are used to just making people happy, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's Jack or Ashley or doing stuff for Jared or your parents, like even just watching you during Ashley's wedding, it's like you were. I mean, not only are you like the sister, like you were the fucking maid of honor. You know, like you brought so much together. Do you think you're struggling with not being able to do that through doing people's hair because that's physically impossible?
Yeah. I guess that's what it is. That's why I'm getting a little more edge because I can't make everyone happy, so I'm going to be a little bit meaner.
Yeah. But I think as a hairstylist, that's normal.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Of course.
Everyone gets really grouchy in their old hairstylist years. I'm sure some of you listening out there understand who are hairstylists.
No, yeah. And you know me, I'm so particular so it's gotten really bad with me. So I'm the opposite where I have the perfectionism is almost getting too extreme where if my hair doesn't come out the way I want, it affects my mood on camera. I'm a little more bummed just because I know it could have been better or it looked better another day. And that's not healthy.
No.
And it's good that I'm acknowledging that and I'm self-aware of it because you can't.
When you get that inner frustration, what do you feel? Do you feel like you're tingling? Like how irritated you are that your hair isn't right?
I get really, get really bummed and I kind of hinge my whole performance on it. And that's not good. It shouldn't all be based on like all these factors that I can't even control.
Yeah.
And is it because I just don't love myself? Because let's be real, like my hair doesn't look that effing different.
Doesn't look that different, no.
Like even if it's so bad, it
looks pretty same.
It's not Marge Simpson, right?
Yeah.
So like, why am I? So I really feel like it's because it's deeper for me. I think it's just because I don't love myself as much as I should, to be honest. I don't not love myself. I don't want people to like hear this and be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think I just am a little too hard on myself lately.
I know we have a lot of podcasts where it's like how to, love yourself and how to better your life and like fuck finding a dude and like focus on yourself and stuff.
Yeah.
But the way to do that is to what?
Love yourself.
But how?
Oh, okay.
Like, what are the steps that they were given?
That's a really good question. That's what I'm trying to figure out with Dr. Mike. And there isn't a formula because everyone has different problems, right? Like you're not a perfectionist like I am. So for me, the thing that he's working on with me is progress over perfection.
Yes.
So like now after I do something, I'll write down a couple of things that I think went right. And maybe the things that I always like to pick out, I'll just say, I could get better at this, and just allowing myself to be a beginner. Because it's like when I was on E, that was my first time on TV ever. And it was on E, and I was hosting a live show, and I didn't mess up.
And you didn't fuck up. And if it wasn't like absolute perfection, you didn't fuck up.
And I left, and I was like, oh, I could have been so much funnier. Yeah. I could have said this. I could have put my personality in it. And it's not...
It's tailored to everyone on how to like get there.
But I think a good start is that narrative and that inner voice that's always... Dr. Mike told me to give her a voice, so I named her Karen. Sorry to everyone.
Karen.
Yeah. So whenever I walk out and I'm like, oh my God, I should have done this or my hair isn't right, I'm like a schizo. I'm like,
oh my God, he's giving you the
in
recipe.
my head, I'm like, Karen, that enough.
Okay.
Let's not. Naz did good. Like, let's not be that mean.
I need to come up with a name. I need a name now.
Isn't it? It's so sad that we all have like all these thoughts. But I think social media has really upped the anxiety
Do you
level.
think that a lot of our listeners are like surprised that you have problems that aren't just like finding a boyfriend?
I didn't think that until that person came up to me at Heartbroken Anonymous and said, oh, Naz, that's really refreshing to hear because your Instagram just looks like you're killing it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people probably.
And let me be proud of myself for a second because I'm not good at this. I feel like I am fucking killing it.
Absolutely.
It's more of just...
It's dead. You've killed it.
It's the aftermath, you know? It's like, I just want to be excited and not... But also in this world, everyone's looking for the next best thing.
It's true.
Right?
So you're like, okay, that's done. Now what's next?
I'm actually not like that as much, but I feel like the world is like that. Do you ever feel like that? You're like, okay, well, I got my hair thing. Like, what's my next move? It's always about what's your next career move, what you're going to do next. Are we ever going to be content with where we are?
I mean, maybe with a little more money. Then yes.
Right. But then you get more money and then what's more,
and then
what is the cap?
Change.
But what's the cap? What is more money? When you get more money, you're going to want more than that.
I don't know, but I'm just turned 29, guys, and now I'm concerned my eggs are dying.
Oh, well, thanks, because I've been 29 for like 9 months now.
So we're going to freeze our eggs, yeah?
So because I've been so busy lately, I have relied on DoorDash, Lauren, like no other.
I ordered from DoorDash today. A big meal for me and my client. It was so delicious. Got lemonade.
It's so convenient. Good. DoorDash comes so fast. The app is so easy to use. It's easier than like any other food delivery app, I think.
Yes.
It's like 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. And it's so convenient because I'm always running around and I can eat what I want. If it's like a healthy option or a bad option from like any part of town, and it'll come to me so fast.
It's like really easy to track where your driver is, and they text you updates, which is really nice. And they have 340,000 restaurants in 3,300 cities. So you got a lot of options on DoorDash.
Right. And they connect you to your favorite restaurants, but you can discover new favorite restaurants. And with door-to-door delivery in all 50 states and Canada, you can order from your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, like Lauren was saying, and the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, the bread.
Oh my God.
I would just DoorDash the Cheesecake Factory bread. I know you can buy it now in grocery stores. Someone sent me a link.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
I don't know. But right now, our listeners get $5 off their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter the promo code GETIT.
That's $5 off your first order when you download the DoorDash app from the App Store and enter our promo code GETIT.
Don't forget, that's promo code GETIT for $5 off your first order from DoorDash.
How was your birthday?
Okay. It was fine.
We haven't talked about this. I saw Lauren the morning of her birthday, by the way, to bring over. Did you wear the shirt I got you?
It's on my bed.
That's enough.
I've been wearing this yellow flannel for the past 5 days.
I love that flannel.
My birthday was fine. So the day before my birthday, we went to the Magic Castle, which is basically this private magic house in LA. And you go to different areas and you watch magic, and we had a very expensive dinner. It was lovely. And then
you got tipsy, Lauren.
I got tipsy,
and
then I went home, and then that was it. And then the next day, I just wanted to do nothing, so I did nothing.
Mm-hmm. You got your eyelashes done.
Got my lashes done. I just chilled. I ordered a pizza from Joe's, and I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I mean, that sounds like a perfect day.
And then I got a cake. Jack got me a cake. So that was nice. And that was my birthday, and it was fine. You're always looking for those happy birthdays from certain people. You don't always get them.
Interesting.
And that was just kind of irritating. It's irritating when really good friends or whatever kind of forget your birthday, and you always say I really don't give a fuck about my birthday. I really don't care.
Right.
And then the day comes, and that's that classic meme on your birthday. People really show you who care or not.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. I'm like, oh, do these people just don't care? But they forget. Does it really matter if they forget? Do they still care about me if they forget? And that's kind of what I've been thinking about.
We all feel that. Have you ever forgotten someone's birthday?
Yes, all the time. But
was it because you didn't love them or because you didn't care about them?
It's because I forget. I don't look at the date or something.
Yeah. So then couldn't it easily be said that person just forgot and didn't look at the date?
Yeah, and then you get after texting, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot."
Right.
Yeah. So
does that help a little that you've done it before too, or no?
I guess it does, but then I would apologize, be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This, and this," not just saying a my bad text.
Yeah.
So
you didn't get an apology.
Just got a my bad.
That's an apology, Lauren.
I fucking hate everyone.
Okay, so I love that you brought this up because I feel like birthdays bring up so many feelings, and it's everything you said, right?
Yes.
And I think a lot of it comes from expectations. A lot of it's like, what would you do for said friend on their birthday?
Yeah.
And why didn't you reciprocate in the way that I care about you? And it is a very me way of thinking of things, and I've had to shift that pattern of thinking too, because not everyone's going to do what you're going to do, and that's okay.
I don't even do anything for people's birthdays. See, the thing is, I'm the worst. I'm the worst birthday person ever.
That's
so
funny.
For me to expect anything in return is so dumb.
It's hilarious, kind of.
It's so bad.
Well, you can laugh at it, but I totally sympathize. I think birthdays for me, they're always bittersweet as you get older. You're like, yay, it's my birthday. And then, I feel like if you're in your upper 20s, lower 30s, you're like, I don't want to do anything. I used to have a birthday week. Now I'll just have a birthday day.
Yes.
And then people are like, yeah, I'm going to come. And then they don't come. And then you're like, oh, no one cares about me.
It's like you don't get the birthday you want unless you make a big deal out of it. And I don't want to make a big deal. I want people to make a big deal for me.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
dumb.
It's so, why are we like this? But then there's another part where you start looking back at your life and you're like, I thought I was going to do this.
Yeah.
This is how I thought my life was going to be. And that makes me sad.
This is a question. If you could go back in time, what is one thing you would do? It could be anything. It could be like you could invent Tesla. Like you could do anything. Like what is the grand thing that you could like invent and claim, or even just do like a minute thing? Yeah,
go to space.
Go to space? Yeah. Not even just go to space?
Yeah.
So you would have to study to be an astronaut from the very beginning of life.
Yeah. When I was little, I wanted to go to space camp so bad. My parents never sent me. I want my
Is
teacher.
It in Florida?
Well, yeah. So we have the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Also, I was born in Houston, across from the NASA space station. I love space.
So go to
my
space.
dad was a pilot, so I always wanted. And I think Elon Musk. I think we're almost there. If I had the money, I would 100% go.
Okay.
What would you do?
See, I was thinking about
stupid answer.
It's not a stupid.
Did you mean like help the world?
No,
is that what you meant?
because literally my first thought was like invent Instagram or something, or get like what is the biggest like Bitcoin or something, just to make the most money.
So yours is financially driven. Then.
Yeah,
mine's experience. So. I just want to see something that no one else is.
But
really
you could still
seeing.
go to space.
Right?
Me? Can't we still go to space? Don't we still do it?
I can't go. I'm not an astronaut.
But if, let's say eventually you become a bajillionaire and you pay like Lance Bass to go to space.
Yeah.
You could still technically go. Like, you don't have to go back in time, I guess.
Okay. So this is something that
like you've learned that you could.
That we could have. Okay. So you're saying. So wait, what's yours again?
I don't know
Bitcoin?
mine yet. I'm just asking you because I can't think of
I think
one.
you're asking something that I wish I invented that exists now.
Yes.
That's what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
That's what I am asking.
Okay, something
you invent.
Definitely would not be anything fucking technology driven.
Yeah, like what is the most lucrative thing that's been invented in the past 29 years?
I would invent sneakers.
Like Yeezys.
Yeah. You know I love Yeezys.
Oh my gosh.
I would invent... Wait, I gotta think about this.
No, Pornhub? That's a lucrative.
You would invent Pornhub?
I don't know.
That is lucrative. I would not invent the internet.
No.
I would not invent cell phones. Oh, I would invent air conditioning.
Okay. But there's probably been air conditioning before you're alive. But air conditioning is a very good thing to invent. Yes.
Wait, what did you say? There would probably be air.
There's been air conditioning before you were alive.
Wait, during, oh my God, I don't know all the stipulations of this question. Okay, so during the time I've been on Earth, what would I invent?
Yes.
Okay.
You came out of the womb, you could start fresh, and you have all this knowledge of today.
All right, Lauren. Okay. I need a second to think about this. I don't know why the wand came to my head.
Wand, like the hair wand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure someone's
so
rolling in it, though, for the hair wand.
What an easy invention. Let me just make the curling iron without the clamp.
Yeah.
And it was like such a thing. It was like the wand.
The wand.
I'm using the wand.
Okay. Yeah.
That was dumb, though. What would yours be?
Like Dyson technology. From your wand went to the Dyson blow dryer, went to the Dyson dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a question that has been answered.
I love it. One thing I do to give back to myself, Lauren, and love myself is invest in the FabFitFun box.
Yeah.
It's just like a present that comes to my door. I'm so obsessed with this. The fall one is amazing. It just gets me excited for fall. There's a scarf in it that I cannot wait to style. And also there's this yoga mat that I've been taking, hot Pilates.
Self-care, self-love.
I know.
FabFitFun. I've talked to a lot of people and they never, ever regret getting the FabFitFun box.
It's crazy how, I open it and I'm like, I cannot believe that all of this is just $49.99.
I know. And
how is that even possible? It's like over a $200 value.
You take out like a lotion and that lotion is $50 at least. Like it's high-end products.
And it's full-size products, which is my favorite. I know. I have so many of the lotions and I'm like, I never have to buy lotion for the next 2 months.
If you need a self-care day, you literally just open up one of the FabFitFun boxes. You'll get a face mask, a lip gloss, a lotion, a sweater,
a blanket. The list goes on and on.
The list goes on. And the list goes on.
And the list goes on.
So if you guys just want a quick pick-me-up for FabFitFun, use the code GET-IT for $10 off your first box at fabfitfun.com. And that's fabfitfun.com for $10 off your first box. It's going to be $49.99.
You will not regret it, guys. Anyways.
What else do you got for me?
I went on a date this week.
With whom?
Okay, so I know I just said that I need to work on myself and blah, blah, blah. Just so you guys know, this was in the works before I had went to Esalen and whatever. So I went on this date. So this is where the story starts.
I know this human?
The story starts a month ago.
Okay.
At LAX. I'm in the security line.
You have the date. Okay.
I'm on my way to Austin to visit my best friend who just had a baby. And it's 5 a.m., so I have no makeup on. I look like a haggard appearance. And there's like all these hot guys, really tall. You know, I don't care about height, but like this morning I cared about height. So all these hot, tall guys are in front of me in the security line, and they all have hats on that say PLL. And I was like, what the hell is PLL? And I've been trying to be more brave and like say hi to people like you. I've been trying to be more of Lauren Iconetti and just like walk up and like be really confident. Even if I don't have makeup on, I'm not there yet. So I don't say anything. I get on my flight. They're on a different flight. And I Google PLL. And it turns out that it stands for Premier Lacrosse League. And I was like, oh, okay, lacrosse
that makes
players.
sense. Okay.
And I was like, oh, I'll never find... There was one guy in particular that I thought was really cute. And I was like, oh, I'll never find him. Like, this is a whole league. And then I hit the Wikipedia and find out that there's only 6 teams. So I find him in like 2 minutes.
I cannot believe you did all of that research. I mean, I've totally done it before.
Okay, for the record, all that research was 3 clicks.
I know, but 6 teams and how many people are on each team?
Okay, so I Googled like PLL teams and faces like in squares popped up and he just popped up.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, this is the guy. So I find his Instagram. I land in Austin. I slide in his DM and I'm like, hey, saw you at LAX this morning. Thought you were really cute. Was too shy to say hi.
So I did some research.
And so he messages me back. He's been traveling, like playing lacrosse for the playoffs, like for the last month. So we've talked very infrequently, not a lot. And honestly, I was like, I'm never going to meet this guy or go out with him. He lives in LA, but kind of far from where I live in LA. So the other week, I think I responded to his story and he was like, hey, I want to grab dinner and drinks sometime. So this week it happened and we grabbed dinner.
How was it?
So I go to dinner and I walk in the restaurant. I get out of the Uber and this week has been so crazy that I like threw shoe. You know when you run, I'm sorry, I can't talk today. You know when you run to the Uber and you have the shoes in your hand?
Yes.
I'm like, I'll put my heels on in my hand.
Yes.
So I'm putting my heels on in the Uber. I walk out of the Uber and I'm limping, and it's because the shoes are the same, but the height of the block are different. So I have one high heel on and like one kitten one. No, they were two tall.
You fucking wore different shoes?
Yes. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm off to a great start.
Oh my God.
So I'm walking in and I'm like, I gotta like walk like as normal as I can. Like he's gonna think I like have like a problem or something. Not a problem, but you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So I sit down, whatever. He's really cute. And in my head, I'm like trying to figure out if he's just kind of this lacrosse player athlete or if there's like more to this guy. Turns out there was a lot more. I won't go into too much detail, but I thought he was really cute. We had a really fun dinner.
Oh my God.
I don't want to drag this out. So then he offers to drive me home, which is very far from where he lives. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's really nice. So he drives me home. I invite him inside. He comes inside. So I was like, okay, why would you go inside if you don't like someone,
Absolutely.
Right? We watch an episode of television. I put like my
episode of television.
An episode of this show. Guys, I'm so sorry. It's been like the longest day ever.
I didn't know television had
today.
a show.
God damn it.
Okay.
The episode ends, Lauren, and in the most embarrassing confession I'll ever make on this podcast. I think it's so... The date ended so weird.
Tell me.
The episode ends and it was late and he had to wake up the next morning.
Okay.
And he basically looks at his watch and was like, I gotta go. And he shoots up and he leaves. And he doesn't hug me, doesn't kiss me.
Walks out the door.
He like almost darts for the door.
I gotta go.
And Lauren.
And you're like, okay, bye. And
I've never felt more rejected in my life. I know it sounds so weird. And I know there could have been a million reasons, but I was
had
like,
to take a shit.
You think?
Think so. He's been holding farts
that
all
would
night.
Be a good reason.
Yeah.
But Lauren, to not even hug someone goodbye.
I know. He was going to explode probably.
You think? That's a really nice reason. That makes me feel so much better.
You hug someone or you linger a little bit, even if you don't like them. You know, he had to go. But like, wait.
But what if he didn't? And what if he just didn't like me? But then I was like, then why would he drive me all the way home and come inside my place?
Yeah.
We haven't really talked since, so I just don't.
Did he text you after?
Nope. Don't think he likes me.
What?
I know.
I'm confused.
Me too, but I'm always confused. I don't get it.
I really don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So
but
he came in.
This is my life, guys. My name's Naz, and this is my life.
Did he like reach for your hand at all? Or were you like?
I think in retrospect, it wasn't me coming on to him, but I think I was definitely probably more so. I don't know. I just I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, I'm the one that slid in his DM in the first place. But this was good. This was great because honestly, I didn't feel this immediate spark where I felt like he was my person. Not that you would know on the first date anyway, but
you got that date over with. I'm glad he actually.
But I was
met
so
up,
proud of myself. I was like, wow, I fucking reached out to someone that I saw that I thought was hot at an airport, and I went on a date with them, and that's really fucking brave.
Yeah,
and honestly, probably wasn't my person. But
I wouldn't think he was.
I went to bed so bummed. I was like,
that sucks.
I was like, oh man. I was like, did I say something weird? You know, then you start thinking, you're like, did I say something weird?
Did I smell? That's all where my mind goes
immediately
to.
smelled my armpit.
Do I smell?
As soon as the door closed.
My breath how was your breath? Your breath is never bad.
Fine. It's not.
Never
that's
bad.
Good to know.
So
I don't think it was.
It's probably he had to go to the potty, and that's what we're going to leave it at. That's what I think. That's crazy.
Isn't that so
I'm trying
weird,
to think
Lauren?
if something's happened like that, and I just think every scenario possible.
I would be so mortified if he listens to this. This has happened to me before.
I'm sure he's not listening. I'm sure he's not.
I don't know. Remember that one night stand from that wedding in Arizona last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Didn't think he would
That's because
listen
you
to
did
the
a
podcast
swipe
either.
up on your story and he
Yes.
swiped up. Yep.
Well,
Those things are
obviously, I'm
fucking
gonna
dangerous.
swipe this up.
I know. Those are dangerous. Mr. Big listened to my podcast, the Lauren podcast. You guys answered it. And he was like, wow, never listen to that again.
No way.
I was like, okay, never doing that.
Were you mortified?
Mortified.
No, you have to do that
I was
again.
like, tell me how far you listen. Tell me how far you listen. And he was like, I listened for 5 seconds and I couldn't do it. I was like, okay, great. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Have you talked to Big?
No.
At all?
We're not talking.
Not talking. I told you I reached out to Big recently.
Yes.
To say hi, but we'd never met up.
I was just
saying
saying,
hi.
I wanted you and Big to go to the Magic Castle with me.
I know. I was supposed to go to Magic Castle with Lauren, but I had to work late. That's so cool you went.
Yeah.
Did you see Zooey Deschanel there?
Yeah, she was outside with her property brother boyfriend.
Crazy.
So weird that
she's
dating.
dating a property brother.
She got a divorce a month ago, and now she's dating a property brother.
I'm not shocked that a lot of Bachelor guys are dating celebrities now, but it's kind of for some reason Zoe and this guy remind me of that, where someone's just way more famous dating someone on a reality show. Do we think that that's an allure to celebrities? Do you think maybe they're like, oh, I'm able to date someone that's in the limelight, but that's somewhat normal because they're on a reality show?
I think that is exactly what it is. Yeah, I think it's comforting because they're not a popper or anything. And,
did you say a popper?
A popper.
The old sport.
So then we got Mike Johnson dating Demi Lovato. Is that right?
That's crazy.
I mean, I think they were just flirting online or something. I don't think they're officially dating.
I really wanted him to be the Bachelor.
I know. The girls for Peter's season look beautiful. They all look really cute.
It's kind of cute that he's a pilot.
It's really cute puns coming our way, I'm sure.
Adam Mansfield's the producer on The Bachelor. Shout out to Adam because I love him so much. He's the pun master. He's going to kill it. And he also loves aviation, so I'm sure he's going to...
This romance is about to take off.
Wow, this makeout's really taken flight.
Oh my gosh, so many good ones. I think Peter's really cute. I think he's going to be a great Bachelor. I think he's exactly what we're looking for, and I think that whoever he picks, he's actually going to end up with.
I like that.
I have a good feeling
and
about
I like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I agree. I think he'll give us... I think it'll be a good season, too.
Yeah. What was I going to say? There was something else. I mean, we got Gigi and Tyler, which is a power couple.
Tyler's
fucking
just
amazing.
stunning. I mean, every time he uploads something, I'm like...
I know. I'm like, wow, I genuinely like this. Let me like this.
I know. It's like a genuine like on IG. That's so funny. Okay, guys. So Lauren and I talked about this before we started recording, and we just talked about how epic all our listeners are and how amazing the Facebook podcast group is. It's so legit, Lauren.
It is. I'm reading some posts now, and they're all so interesting, and I wish I had time to respond to all
I know,
of them.
guys. I'm so sorry I can't go in there and respond to everyone, but
There's so much valuable information in here.
Yeah. And I just love reading the posts. So we thought it'd be fun to kind of just call some people out for some posts. And yeah, I mean, it's legit. It's lit in here.
Yeah. So, Elaine Pena?
Yes. Pena.
Pena? Is that pineapple in Spanish?
No, but piña.
Piña.
Oh my God, good job, Lauren.
Yeah.
Piña, yeah,
Cool.
piña.
She wants to know what the best jeans/denim brand is, and
I've tried some.
they've always rip in between her thighs, so she needs some stretch. What's your favorite jeans?
Okay, so Elaine, I'm curvy, so the best jeans that I've found are Madewell, actually.
Madewell?
They stretch so well, they fit so well, they don't make me feel big.
I think they go with every body type too. Because Lizzie, who has like a straight boy type, she loves Madewell too. Yeah. So I've never tried them, but all right, there's Madewell for you. I'm not sponsored. The Everlane jeans.
Oh my God.
If you want a good pair of mom jeans, they fit like a goddamn glove.
You guys, Everlane is a new sponsor on our podcast, and Lauren and I are obsessed. I ran into her house today, and I was like, "Oh my God, I just got my Everlane package! It's amazing!
It's really good." So I would really highly recommend checking out the Everlane jeans if you want to look for some jeans. What else you got in there?
Amber Anderson said, I don't get why my son cannot turn in his homework or do the schoolwork in school. I feel like it is a battle, and he's only in second grade. Aww. Anyone have any advice on how to help him or keep a mama from losing her cool? Oh my God, Amber, that's a really good question.
That's a really good question, because I was that child. I never did my homework.
What did your parents do to help you get to do it?
I don't remember. I just wouldn't turn it in. Never.
And look how you came out.
I'm fine.
You have your own podcast. So, Amber, maybe don't put that much stress on it because he's only in second grade. But obviously, I know parents want their kids to have a good education. I remember coming home and my poor parent, my mom, she's an immigrant parent. Like, she couldn't even understand it, and she tried to help me, and I'd feel so bad. But I remember my dad saying one thing that I'll never forget. And he was like, it's so ridiculous. You spend more hours at school than you do at home, and then they send you with more hours of schoolwork. Like, I just want to spend time with my daughter.
Especially in second grade. Like, let them learn in school. Do you remember getting in fights with your parents learning math? I mean, we already talked about this.
Oh my God,
but,
yeah.
Oh, it's
From
so
Pen
good.
15. When is Pen 15 season 2 coming out?
Oh, it's so good. But I saw some meme the other day. It was like looking through your tears, trying to see the math problems.
It's so good.
So true. Like trying to see what your dad's yelling about through your tears.
Right now, guys. It's so funny. It's so true. It's like the water's getting in the way of the equation.
So funny.
My God. I don't know what advice to give because I don't have a kid. And I don't like
to
tell moms what to do.
Maybe just be like, you can't have dessert until you do this.
Like hold
piece
something
of
over their
paper.
head.
Yeah.
I would try and make it fun and relatable to the kid. So if he's really into, I don't know, stuffed animals, I would like try and take a math problem and be like, if you have 10 stuffed animals.
Yeah, exactly.
I would try and make it like dissect it down as shit that he cares about.
Like every small problem, by finishing one problem, you get like a yay. Okay, good. Right. Now come back, and now yay.
And maybe just try to get through half of it.
This chick, Lorimer Narvaez, Lorimar.
I don't know where you're at right now. I'm trying to find it.
She wants to know if anyone, maybe you can relate to this,
what?
if anyone makes a booty call and the booty call is on the way.
That. Yeah.
But then you regret it immediately, even when they're on the way before they even get there. Like, have you ever be like, yeah, come over, and like, damn, I shouldn't have even asked.
I've only felt that way once when I reached out to Big, but when I reached out to Big and I told him, do you remember this? I told him to come fix something. I was like, I need your help hanging something. And I put on lingerie and I took 2 shots of tequila and my regrets went away.
Okay, good.
But what would you do, Lauren? Have you ever done that?
Yeah. And I always would like, fine, just come over. And then I'd suck it up and I'd suck the yuck,
Oh my God, suck the yuck. Ingrid Gutierrez says, I don't get why I can't stop spending money. LOL.
I feel you. Because life is money and it sucks.
Everything is so expensive. I wonder if she means like on shit that she wants. Because I hate when I have to spend money on food and dumb shit.
Yeah.
And like water should be free.
Hello. Got my electricity bill today. I'm like, I'll live in the dark.
You know what I don't get it is? Okay, so I have this new show, Couch Tomatoes, on Rotten Tomatoes. So basically we do a deep dive of like a great show on television. And we did an Emmys episode for the Emmys this Sunday. Or
I
you'll
love
be
the
listening.
Talks is my favorite.
Oh my God, you should listen to it. I
love
talked about all
Emmys.
the predictions.
Okay.
Will Game of Thrones take home all the
They will
awards?
just because it's like the last season.
That's what we talked
Yeah.
about. Anyways, so TV. I've just realized that TV is going to get so confusing with all these streaming platforms. Disney's coming out in November. Have to get Disney Plus.
Yes.
Like Lizzie McGuire, Gargoyles is coming back. I loved Gargoyles and I saw that.
Oh my
But also all the
God.
Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
But then NBC has their own app coming out called Peacock. Then there's HBO Max, and I already have Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Netflix, and my other HBO. And I just think people will bring up a show, right? And they're like, have you seen this show? And I
What
think
else?
it's so
Yeah.
confusing. And I'm like, where do you find it? It's like
Amazon
trying to dig
Prime?
for gold. I'm
Yeah.
like, where do you find this magical thing? And it's just a TV show.
Do you think that Disney is going to take off all their other Disney movies from like Netflix and put them all on this Disney?
They
thing
are,
now?
yeah, they already
Like
are
no
doing
more
that.
iTunes?
No more on. Oh, iTunes is a good question.
no more
'cause of Apple.
Netflix.
Definitely no more on Netflix or
Yeah.
no more anywhere else. Disney
Interesting.
Plus. I'm not gonna leave my house with Disney Plus. comes out.
Absolutely. Oh, it's gonna be so
It's gonna
comforting
be
to come
so
home and put on a
comforting.
nice
I
little
know.
cartoon.
Okay. Do you have one?
Yeah, this girl Ryan Nicole goes, I don't get putting on fake freckles with makeup.
That is such a good. I don't get it.
It is.
Why
'cause
is that such a trend?
I think it
now,
looks really
Lauren?
cute, like in photos, but for every day, and you're walking around with fake freckles. No,
But do you even get it for photos? Why are you trying to
like
put on
girls kind of
freckles
like
you
do
don't
like a
have?
cute little like red nose and freckles. Like it's a look, but for like certain influencers and Instagrams, but
Yeah.
not for everyday wear. God no.
I know that's a lot to keep up with.
And it's also really hard to make them look like natural at all.
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
No, but Ashley used to do it. I'm like, get that shit off your face.
Should I do it?
Sure, try it.
I think it's weird. I'm sorry. Why do I think it's weird?
It's kind of like, I'm just not obsessed with obvious makeup. Like, you know?
Right. I think we're all more into like the more subtle.
Yeah.
Who am I talking? I actually love a lot of makeup.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's see. I don't get sports bras. What's your favorite medium impact sports bra? I hate sports.
I don't like
any bra.
sports bra.
I'm not anti bra. I love bras. All our sponsor bras. Third Love is amazing. But I don't like wearing sports bras if I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want it to be flat. I guess if you're running, I don't know. Sorry. I just have an aloe bra, which works, but I also don't have boobs.
I
so.
haven't worn aloe yet. Is that
what
aloe or aloe?
I say aloe.
Do you have another one?
This girl, does anyone know if the members of New Kids on the Block ever dated celebs back in the day?
Oh, you would know that.
Other than John dating Tiffany, that's a great question. And I love the meme underneath it, but I don't think so.
Who's the question from?
Herlinda
That's why you didn't read it.
Herlinda Aparicio. Herlinda, okay? I don't know. I don't think so. That's just really bizarre.
How do you not know that?
Because I don't think they did. I think they just fucked their fans, which I totally.
That's why
am a
you guys were
proponent
so
for.
obsessed.
Yes,
So attainable.
they love their groupies.
Damn. Haley Miles says, I don't get it. People who don't get door courtesy. If a door is shut, knock on it, then wait for an answer. Don't just barge in. If you barge in, the knock was pointless. If you don't get an answer, knock again or leave. And I'm not talking about like at your best friend's house because I definitely just barge into their houses, but they're expecting me.
Yeah, it's like knock, knock, and you come in. It's like if I didn't answer, I'm either like I'm sleeping, taking a shit, on the phone with someone.
But you know what? That's funny because Lauren, I would knock, and if you didn't answer, I would try and open your door. Is that bad?
Maybe if you thought I was dead, that'd be fine.
I feel like if I'm coming over, I am assuming you're home, obviously.
Yeah.
And I've talked to you, so I
guess that's
try and
fine. I
open
guess
it.
it's like public restrooms too. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Don't answer. I'm in the middle of something.
I hate when my parents would just fucking barge in.
And then not close the door all the way.
Oh my God.
The rage inside.
The rage. Your door has to be a little bit open. I'm like, I'm not in the mood for
I used to
whispering
like
right now.
heavily hook up with my boyfriend in high school in my
In your bed?
Like heavily. And then my door was open and my mom would
Heavily?
just see us like all sweaty and gross. It's so fucking gross.
She knew. Did she know?
If I saw my daughter heavily making out like I did, I would throw up. Like my mom was a trooper.
That's so
So gross. Now that I'm thinking about it. I would have never done that today. I'm like way more demure today than I was when I was like 16.
That's so funny. Would you let your kids
like I
hang
used
out
to
with a
do
boy?
the worst things in the basement. Like, Mom, no. So I would never be so bold today.
Yeah.
If Jack like sleeps over at my parents' house, I'm like, God, we're not doing it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Growth. Let's see.
Any cardio exercise that isn't running? Do you know that, Nash?
Shopping.
There you go.
Walking
around the mall.
Let's bring walking back.
Power walking. At the beginning of 1984, American Horror Story, they were doing
power walking.
They were doing aerobics, like with all their leotards looking bomb. So maybe bring that back. Just like,
I would love that.
Yeah,
I loved when Richard Simmons had a class here in LA. It was before you lived here, Lauren, and then he went missing. What is he?
Okay. What else?
John Paul Jones. I don't get my extreme fear of dentists. I've tried several places in different situations and I always freak out and start crying. Aw. Because it hurts.
I want Chick-fil-A. Someone just posted a picture. Rachel Murdoch just posted a picture of Chick-fil-A. She goes, so I'm listening to the After Wedding Ramble, and she's shocked that people don't like Chick-fil-A.
A lot of people don't like Chick-fil-A.
That's so,
but is it more of a political statement, or is it
because
because they don't like the taste?
It's got to be political. There's something there for everyone.
I really want to try the Popeye chicken sandwich. I'm so mad we didn't get to try that yet. Let me see. Hey guys, so I'm a bridesmaid in a wedding this weekend. This is from Alexandra Farahone. And me and the other girls were discussing entrances for the reception. We need inspo.
Entrance songs?
No, like entrances when you're a couple. Did you see what Nick and I did?
You spun around.
Yeah. But then I went out.
Oh, cute.
I don't know. I don't like those entrances.
I don't just how about walk in?
Just don't even have an entrance. Let me see.
What else? I'm seeing all the ones you just kind of read.
Let me see. Oh my God. Lauren McDonald said that the woman we had on the podcast last week, Rice, sounds like Elastigirl in the Incredibles.
And I've never seen The Incredibles.
You've never seen The Incredibles? I think I've seen it in 5th grade,
and I know as a 5th grader, I thought this is unsophisticated.
Oh, I forget that you're not a big Pixar fan.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
She sounds just like her.
This girl goes, Rachel Kaiser, I don't get dogs off leashes. I see this all the time in LA, dogs just off leash. I think it's very cute. I think that it's like, oh, that dog really loves the owner. But what if a skateboarder goes by and the dog doesn't like skateboards and he runs in the street and then gets hit by a car? Aren't you terrified of that?
Right. But if you have a trained dog, why can't they be off a leash? You think dogs would still run after something?
There's still animals they could still run into the street. I would never risk it. I think it's so cute and I love how trained they are, but I just would never risk it.
Oh my God.
What is this?
It's kind of long. Okay.
I think we have a good.
Yeah, we have a good amount for today. So guys, definitely keep the Facebook group going because we definitely want to start sharing some of them at the end of our podcast every now and then.
And don't forget to order DoorDash because it's awesome and we love food and we're probably going to get some Chick-fil-A from DoorDash right now.
Yes.
And follow me, Lauren AI, and definitely check out some Everlane products and those jeans are bomb.
Everlane's amazing. And if you guys want your hair done,
and we
DM
also
Lauren,
we didn't even say where Ashley was today. Surprise! Ashley's at iHeartRadio awards or something,
awards
right?
or festival,
some festival, something in Vegas,
yeah.
something where she gets to wear free clothes or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for listening, and you guys are the GOAT. Bye.
Wait. I want to tell them to check out my new show, Couch Tomatoes, on YouTube and The Ketchup on Facebook Watch for Rotten Tomatoes, and follow me at Nas Perez. All right, love you guys.
Bye.
I don't get it.
Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.